talks about the neglected toll of violence on Black America and how this country refuses to address the roots of violence. And that statement stands out to me because they refuse to address the roots of violence. When you do research and look at, when you read the research about combating violence, everything says that increasing police budgets doesn't work. They actually show how in Philadelphia that they cleaned a vacant lot in neighborhoods, they cleaned vacant lots that were in neighborhoods below the poverty line, and just that resulted in a 29% decrease in gun assaults. Just cleaning up the vacant lots. So they don't want to. They refuse to. And we see it if you watch, the news and you watch the debate.
So let me throw this at you. Let me throw this at you, Latrice. Let me say this. So let me put it in the context of today's conversation. So the context of today's conversation is based on that example. Now it comes down to us understanding. So now let's move away from the they, because the conversation is accountability in the Black community misunderstood? So I think your perfect example could really change how we talk about ourselves if we understood examples such as what you just gave. Does that make sense? So I want to, if we can, the rest of the conversation help us as a community understand how this stuff is applied and how we unfortunately accept it and talk about ourselves. And this ain't about just how we're talking about ourselves, but if you start understanding that some of this stuff is unrelated to a solution, that's why this matters more than anything. I'll talk us back to the break. Christy, I'll keep you on if you want to stay on with us, Queen. If you got to go, let me know, but I'll ask you out of the break. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Mental Dialogue Talk Show, where all I ask is that you think. For the other caller out there, if you want to get in, you do have to press 1. For anybody else looking to get in, the number to get in is 646-787-1691. We'll be right back.
Do you simply want your taxes done this tax season, or do you prefer to have your taxes completed by a professional on top of current and constantly changing tax codes? If so, look no further than S. Kynes Accounting and Tax Services, where each year, plenty of satisfied customers from around the country return for an efficient and professional tax experience. For small businesses, S. Kynes Accounting and Tax not only provides bookkeeping and accounting on a monthly, quarterly, and or yearly basis, but S. Kynes Accounting and Tax goes above and beyond to provide yearly tax strategies to increase the bottom line, profits. While no one likes when Uncle Sam or the IRS comes knocking, know you're in good hands with S. Kynes Accounting and Tax. Call them today at 770-947-3667. Again, that's 770-947-3667, or email them at advice@thetaxcoach.com.